Far away?
Yeah, apparently.
Alright.
We should have been wearing costumes. This is a missed opportunity.
It is. It's okay.
Next year. I guess we could wear... What if we wear costumes for everyone from now on except the Halloween one?
I'm wearing a mask right now because I'm out in public. I have to put a mask on.
Wow. All right. We're recording? Okay. That's all.
You good?
Doesn't have to cut it anymore. Welcome back. Hi, Mike.
Hey, what's up, man? Nice to see you in the store.
Yeah, we did record one of these for October. Welcome to Double Doughty. I'm giving up on trying to rename.
I haven't given up.
Yeah? Okay, well then I will persevere as well.
Good.
Although we're not actively trying to find a new name.
It's just gonna. It's got to be organic.
It's organic.
It's got to be born from the
show.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. So I was out of the store a lot in September, and then subsequently out of the store a lot in October, making up for that. And so we did film one of these for October, but it was like on October 10th or something, and by the time it was edited, it was not super timely or relevant. So
no. In what aspects? Is it mainly the sports?
Well, we
thing?
can still talk about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can still talk about those things that we talked about.
Well, the way you made it sound, and you and Rob, when you both said it didn't seem like it would work out, or it was very timely, made it seem like, I don't know, that we were just.
Personally, I think that it was rushed, and I don't think that it was a very good episode. Anyway.
Okay. Cool.
That's kind of how I felt about it, is because it kind of like, because it was late, and it just wasn't in the flow of things. So.
I just thought you thought we were going to get like canceled because of stuff we were talking about.
No. Yeah. These motherfuckers they're 10 days late. I'm never watching this stupid show again. No. I don't think that's it.
Dated information and their points of views are not cohesive with today's, zeitgeist, okay? Really dated.
Yeah. This is a freezing cold take from 8 days ago. Well, yeah, so the vibe was off on it, so now we're back at it though.
We're vibing right now?
Yeah. I'm in a little rush. It's always a little rushed.
I feel the exact same as last time.
I gotta relax.
I just feel like Rob likes to censor my art.
So, it's November. Well, it's Halloween today. So we didn't give Rob a lot of time to edit this one. We were supposed to film last week, but I wasn't here. I was out the store a lot. Shocker. We're going to do better for December. I'm committing now. We got to film it like before Thanksgiving.
It's you guys. It's not me.
Aware. You're always here.
I'm always here.
Well, I know we're going to run into Thanksgiving and like be filming on November 30th again this coming month. But anyway. But we'll start with sports. And I don't want to talk about any sports because the Braves lost, so
it didn't go great.
Sports suck. I'm not watching any more sports until next season.
Falcons won.
Actually, I did watch the Falcons last weekend, even though I said I was boycotting it. That lasted 8 weeks or so. So they're actually kind of a fun team.
Didn't they win yesterday?
Yeah, it was a roller coaster of a game, dude. Did you watch it?
No.
Whew.
I saw the score though, and I was like, okay, that
Panthers kicker could have won the game twice.
Yeah.
With 12 seconds, and then in overtime,
it's
missed
bad.
Them both.
It's bad when you can like see the final score and that it was like in overtime, and just know that it was not a fun game to watch.
Yeah, this guy. It was actually a fun game to watch. That's kind of the nice thing about, at least for me, because like I've already committed to not caring about the Falcons for the season, so like.
That's the prerequisite to enjoying football.
Well, I was kind of like, I was not real emotionally attached to whether or not we were going to win. And so by the time that we got to overtime, I was like, this is just an awesome football game to watch. So But
Okay.
yeah, football's going about halfway through the season. Don't care.
We're number one, right?
Yeah, I mean,
In
we
the
are in
NFC
first place
South.
in the NFC South.
Which I read all the articles, and it's like Falcons are
historically bad.
Yeah,
division.
they're the most mediocre, okay team in a historically terrible
Yes,
division. Yeah.
without a doubt.
I'll take it. That's
The
called
Tom Brady divorce memes are out of control.
Yes.
I'd never want to be famous.
It seems pretty tough.
I mean, I've had quite a few good laughs at that man's.
Expensive.
Yeah, just he's in pain emotionally.
So is it safe to say that he is not the
I'm
Masked
laughing at
Singer?
I think it's safe to say that he is not the Masked.
Man.
But Giselle might be.
Bro, that would be such a fucking twist, okay? If like
Yeah, I saw my favorite meme so far said that with Giselle taking half, she now has 2 more Super Bowl rings than Aaron Rodgers.
that's a good one.
NBA started. Did you know that, Mike? Everyone says that the MLB season is long. That is bullshit. The NBA is never off TV. I feel like when did they win? June? Is the NBA Finals in June? It's October. It only took like 4 months off. Not even 3 months, maybe 3.5. I guess baseball.
All I know about basketball, because I can't stand it, is March Madness because my birthday is in March.
Yeah, that's
And
not
everyone's always talking about,
there you go.
Fucking brackets and stuff like that, and how like, oh, I'm gonna make it this time, and then like
some attention.
Jim in accounting, who's like Villanova's gonna go number like 12 or some shit like that, or like Boston College is gonna win it all, right? Does this make sense?
Yes. You named actual schools who play basketball.
I could have an actual conversation about this. I might not make any sense.
I mean, we're talking about NBA right now.
Shh. Okay. I'm talking about March Madness, which is college, right?
That's fair. Yes.
Oh!
The NBA players of tomorrow.
Yay.
I start watching basketball in March, actually, speaking of March Madness. That's about when I start watching. March Madness.
That's literally when
right
everybody...
NBA playoffs.
Everybody starts watching it then. That's all they talk
about. And then by the time that's over, baseball is starting, and I'm good.
Yeah.
So, baseball is not quite over. Game 3 of the World Series is tonight. Let's go Astros. I can't believe I'm saying that, but...
It's Phillies and Astros.
The Phillies.
Yeah.
The city of Philadelphia is absolutely on fire right now, sports-wise. Their MLS team is just made MLS Cup, so they're going for a title. The Phillies are 1-1 right now in the World Series, and at home, it's going to be bonkers. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. And then the Eagles are undefeated. The Eagles are 7-0 or something.
What about their hockey team?
Oh, good question. The Flyers.
Yeah.
Don't know. Their basketball team is kind of good. They're a joke. They're a joke. Bunch of old joke. Okay. So James Harden. We don't talk about the 76ers, right?
Okay.
Forgot he's a Celtics fan.
That's a Revolutionary War.
Are they no good?
I don't know.
They Joel Embiid and James Harden, and they're no good?
No, Rob's saying nah.
Apparently we need young boys in the NBA now. Don't say it like that. That's weird.
It was no. I think you should keep it.
So we'll talk about
rugby. No. Cricket. No.
Tennis. No. Golf. No.
I really want to get into cricket, man. Or rugby.
Oh, I told you I watched the John Boy YouTube channel and stuff, and he got super into cricket during the off season. Like he was like really into it. I mean, he made a bunch of videos like breaking down cricket. It's awesome. Actually,
I like the idea of cricket, but when I hear about like the games that last for longer than a day,
I can't.
I'm not down with that. Or like when they break for lunch.
Nah.
No, that's some bougie shit.
Can't
right
do
there.
that.
Yeah,
they did that in the NFL. Halftime was like an hour and a half long or something.
I'm just gonna go home and take a nap.
We'll see y'all after lunch.
Yeah,
it'd be weird.
Really destroy any momentum you have.
It's like,
right?
Yeah, we lost Aaron Rodgers. He just quit at halftime. He went to the bar and got drunk. We couldn't get him back to the stadium.
He played the first half, went and filmed the State Farm commercial, and then came back and played the second half.
So I've been, now that baseball effectively is over for me, this is about the time of the year where I get caught up on all the shows I've been telling everybody to watch that I haven't watched because I was watching baseball. Mm-hmm. We hit some good ones. Movies, not so much. Haven't really had a good track record of recommending movies. If you look at it,
no.
Don't Worry, Darling was trash. I don't even know if we talked about that. Did that come out in October?
We kind of talked about it.
I think that was
maybe?
September.
The drama surrounding its release was a lot more interesting.
I didn't actually watch it.
But me neither, but I heard it's garbage.
It's on. It's already out on streaming.
I think it's on Prime. That's not a good thing.
Not a good sign.
Yeah.
Black Adam has made a bunch of money, but did not get very good reviews.
So is that a good thing?
I don't know. It's the highest.
You count that as a win.
Rock movie weekend, like opening weekend ever.
I'm sure The Rock was fine. I'm sure he was very charismatic, and I heard the story though. It was just kind of
just kind of blah, like very cookie cutter.
That's fine.
Movie kind
That's
of thing.
fine. I mean, get it out of the way, and then fold it into the whole Shazam thing.
Yeah,
and it should be fine.
That's the plan.
It should be fine.
And Henry Cavill is back as Superman, although he quit The Witcher.
And Liam Hemsworth is going to be The Witcher now. In season 4, starting in season 4.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he going to get some horrible disease where he loses a bunch of weight? Is that how they're going to explain that away?
They could do a
space swap.
Could do a prequel.
Yeah, there
thing.
you go. Okay, it's going to be weird. Anyway, we just kind of
went
way off track there.
We thought Heath Ledger was going to be a bad Joker.
That's true.
When I first heard that shit.
That's true.
I was like, "There's no way," and then I watched it.
He nailed it.
He did okay.
Apparently, Liam Hemsworth really likes The Witcher too. He's a big fan.
So does Henry Cavill.
Not as big of as Henry Cavill. I don't think. Cavill? Cavill?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go through all the stuff that I've watched. Recommend some stuff. Hulu is all of a sudden my favorite streaming service.
Hulu's dope.
Yeah, Hulu, the best.
Yeah.
They're definitely in line with my tastes. Like their content, fits my tastes. Like FX Network stuff and all of that.
Yeah.
And so it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Rick and Morty, all this stuff that I love is all on Hulu.
You know, I've never actually seen a single Rick and Morty episode. I know.
I don't know that you would like it.
It seemed people say that it is my personality, in a show form.
Yeah, but I don't know if you would like it. I feel like you might feel seen.
You think so?
By it? No, I
don't know. Some of the stuff I hear.
It's very funny. Did you watch Community?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Dan Harmon.
Yeah.
So it's funny. It's well done. It's just it is a lot. It is way over the top.
Yeah,
it is absurd. Anyway, I don't know. Hulu. I've been watching a lot of Hulu. The Bear. I watched The Bear, which was fantastic.
Really good.
Great show. We did talk about that. Definitely recommend that after having seen it. I hit that one. Welcome to Wrexom, I watched. Mm-hmm. Great show. And really well done. I was a little worried going into that they were going to try to be Ted Lasso. And they didn't. And they really focused on... I liked how in that show they focused a lot on the town and the club and the history of it. And then all of the jokes were at Rob and Ryan's expense, right? They were making fun of themselves, and none of the jokes were about what they were doing and the actual team and the town and all of that. They handled it really well. It could have been really bad.
Oh yeah,
and it's really good. So I really like that, and it's I'm Googling to see what Wrexom AFC results are to this day now. Looking at it, so. That was pretty cool to get to watch. I finished The Boys season 3, which, I mean, at this point, it's you either watch The Boys or you don't, because it's just more of the same, and they just keep upping the ridiculousness of that show.
Which is great.
Yeah, it's great. Let me see what else we had. Oh, I watched Werewolf by Night. We talked about that in the October episode.
I did not.
But we didn't bring it up. It's just under an hour, and it's all sort of black and white. Monster hunters, and it's a real sort of homage to old school monster movies, campy kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but it's really well done. I really liked it a lot.
All the ones that are owned by Universal and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of an homage to that, but it's got a little bit of. There's just a little bit of dark humor, just enough to make it feel like Marvel. But if you didn't see the Marvel intro before it, you'd have no idea that it was a Marvel. Thing. Really good. Started watching Andor, which is the Star Wars one we talked about Like, I feel like we've talked about it every week for some reason. I don't know why, but it's really good. Check it out.
Really good.
Yeah, I've watched the first couple episodes, and I am not caught up on Rings of Power or House of the Dragon. I'm like Hot D, as it's known, House of the Dragon.
Hot D. Oh, okay.
Apparently, George R.R. Martin calls it that, so everyone else started calling it that.
My wife watched it.
Hot
She
D.
basically watched the entire season, like in one sitting, and
Yeah.
she likes it. She's
Yeah.
like, it's more of the same. She likes like the intrigue, the court intrigue, and she said that some of the violent. She said I would really enjoy, just like
What I've seen at least online is that the people who are super into Game of Thrones, which I am not, have it like up there among the top 5 best seasons of Game of Thrones. So, like, it kept up with the quality of Game of Thrones. So,
yeah.
at least the first 6 or 7 seasons or whatever.
I just like.
I know everyone hated the
I
last
just
season.
like Matt Smith. I don't know why. It's like he was in some garbage stuff, but he's just a compelling actor to watch. I don't know. And the way he like says stuff.
Looks like he literally looks like a vampire.
Yeah.
Like,
and just the way his delivery
Like if
is and the way
somebody-
his voice sounds,
Yeah.
like it, I just like it.
like if there's one person that came out like and they were like, by the way, vampires are real and this guy's been it, I would be like, it's Matt Smith, isn't it? It's gotta be.
So like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. How did you know?
I'm like, look at him.
He wasn't really hiding that
Look
well.
at his face.
Yeah. It's cheekbones. It's
Yeah.
all bones. I don't know.
Do you feel how like charismatic he is? He's glamoring you.
Yeah.
Come on,
And
bro.
I've never seen his reflection.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Keeps biting me.
Wait,
on the
can
neck.
I- yeah.
Keeps drinking my blood. How did I not know he's a vampire? He won't stop having sex with me when I'm sleeping. And then he goes bat.
Vampires be on film.
He goes bat and he flies away.
Video games.
Yeah.
October video games. I'm not even going to mention them. Call of Duty came out. I'm not buying it because I'm terrible at it. Although apparently I have friends that have it and they've been enjoying it. The campaign apparently is good. Rob is not a Call of Duty guy.
I've never been a Call of Duty guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I might play the campaign if it comes out on Game Pass.
That's like a heroin
that's
user
where
saying like
I'm
I'm gonna try it like a little bit, right?
No,
I'll just try a little bit.
just a little bit. Maybe just a taste.
Right? I used to be
If
really
I got it
into
for free.
I used to be really into it.
It's more like if I got it for free, I would do it. Like, I'm not going to pay for it, but if somebody gives it to me, I'll do it.
that always works out great. Always in all the movies that I've ever
Yeah.
seen or TV shows, it's worked out.
If you give it to me for
Great.
free, I'll do it. That's how I feel about Call of Duty. So we've missed pretty much on everything except shows. Like streaming service shows, we've had some success
Yeah.
predicting stuff that we will like.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Let's talk about November.
What a first world problem to have.
Okay, November has 2 bangers, no doubt. I got it. We are
Oh.
not missing on either of these.
Movies.
No.
What? Shows?
Video game
Video game.
and a movie. God of War Ragnarok.
Yes.
It's not even on the list.
I was gonna say.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's going to be a banger.
I already I already heard that people who played it, they're
it's-
like, I can't believe that they did it again.
Yeah. Apparently it's incredible.
Yeah.
It runs well, like incredibly well.
Yeah.
It's not broken. It's not a broken piece of trash like a lot of games that come out nowadays.
It's in the single shot again, right?
Yep,
Everything is
single
good.
shot again. PS5,
Beautiful.
up to 120 frames per second.
Ooh.
Like butter. And even if you don't have HDMI 2.1 on the TV to support 120 frames per second, it still is going to be like locked. It's going to be 60 plus
At 4K resolution.
at 4K resolution.
It's not
It's
like
gonna be
the upscale
gorgeous.
like
Yeah.
most games do now, where it's performance mode. It's like 4K upscale.
So they have 4 different settings, so resolution to performance and all that. But
Okay.
a game like God of War really, I prefer playing stuff on performance mode and frame rate. Like frame rate is a more noticeable upgrade to me than graphical fidelity.
It's weird because I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla and I keep switching back and forth between the graphical.
Yeah,
That's not a word. Graphic.
yeah. The
30
graphics mode. Yeah,
30 frames, 4K resolution, or performance 60 frames per second, 4K upscale.
Yeah,
right?
checkerboard. Right.
And yeah, 60 frames is fine. Everything's smooth, butter. It's great. And then you go back to 30 frames. You're like, man, this looks laggy as shit, right?
But
eventually,
gorgeous.
Yeah, but eventually your brain doesn't see that anymore, and all of a sudden it's very smooth. And then like with the ray tracing and the realistic shadows you get in that,
so Horizon Forbidden West was like that for me. Like when I was just wandering around, I would put it in graphics mode, and because the draw distance and the lighting and all of that was just spectacular. But then like if I was doing like a mission or going to attack like a bandit camp or something where I knew I was going to be fighting, I would flip it over to performance mode because the combat was way better with the frames. Anyway, so God of War Ragnarok actually comes out on my birthday on the 9th.
Mr. Fancy
PS5
Pants.
only for now anyway.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, especially with Starfield being delayed till next year.
Was Starfield supposed to come out this year?
Originally, but everyone kind of, even when it was talked about, when they announced the initial release date, everyone was like, yeah, right.
I just keep thinking, I'm just like, it'll come out when it comes out and I'll play it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Other than, and I think Game of the Year pretty much this year is going to be Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok. Like I don't think there's any other games that are even close to that level of quality, I guess, that have come out this year. There are other good games and stuff, but like the scale and scope and size plus the quality really kind of makes those two stand out for me.
They're coming out with a Dead Space remake.
Yeah, I saw that.
Looks
good.
Looks good.
Yeah,
and
it's I didn't realize until I saw the trailer and saw a comment that was like, "Oh, great, Isaac is voiced now." Totally missed the fact that he's a silent protagonist in the first Dead Space.
In the first one,
the original.
Oh yeah.
No idea. I don't know why. I guess he talks in Dead Space 2, and I just sort of transposed that on the first game.
That's fine. But yeah, he talks in this one. Also, the guy who made the original one.
Yeah.
And like the company they made, they went out of business. I think it was like Redwood Studios or something like that. He started another studio, and now he's coming out with Calypso Protocol.
Okay.
Which
When's that come
out? Pretty soon, I think. But it is like it's like
sort
Dead
of
Space again,
like horror.
Yeah, but you're on
horror
Calypso,
action.
like the moon of Saturn.
Cool.
Yeah.
The other, without a doubt, winner this month, I think, is Wakanda Forever.
We go beyond.
I think it's going to be awesome. It has to be.
They're going to show Ironheart. They had quite the development cycle.
What's the fish guy? Namor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be... So, I was looking at that. We were reading somebody, because there's been a lot of criticism about Phase 4 of the MCU, which is the current phase for anybody that's not super into MCU stuff. So everything after Endgame, Avengers Endgame, has been Phase 4, except I think maybe Spider-Man.
I was going to say Far From Home
Phase
or
3.
one of those.
Yeah. Anyway, that it's been very disjointed, but like I was reading this article and it make a lot of sense. It's like if you look at Phase 1 of the MCU, it wasn't even called Phase 1 at the time.
Super disjointed.
Yeah, super disjointed. A lot of origin story movies, stuff like that.
Brought together at the very end.
Right, brought together at Avengers, right? And
I was going to say it had like little tidbits at the end of every movie that kind of like
that would tease
them together, right?
And that's kind of what has been happening with these Phase 4 movies.
It's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, is because they're not really interconnected yet. No. And they're setting up for Avengers, like this Kang stuff, right? Kang saga is really what this is.
Loki season 1.
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange. And then Ant-Man, Quantumania.
Yeah, even Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, kind of,
Eternals, there's probably going to be some effect there, but not massively. Like, I think they went really hard with Eternals to be like, they don't mess with human stuff, so that they have an excuse when they don't intervene for anything. Be like, it'd be really nice to have that, like, Superman guy from the Eternals, and they're like, remember, they don't intervene.
Did
you watch it?
Except for in the movie.
Yeah, except for in the movie when they did.
And they left the Celestial being halfway out of the ocean,
and nobody's mentioned it.
Right. So
That's why it's weird.
if it's canon, nobody's talking about this giant monster that's like halfway out of the ocean.
Yeah.
It didn't cause mass like
Yeah.
environmental damage.
As big of an event as the Thanos snap.
Yeah, it was like tidal waves everywhere. Everybody's dead. He displaced so much water. Come on, physics, just science. Just
I think
it was a cool picture, like having him kind of like
Yeah.
sticking out. But I'm like, that guy's really big. I'm like,
Yeah.
where did all the water go?
Yeah.
Onto the land where the people live. They're dead, but nobody
Yeah.
talks about it. Just saying.
sad.
This is what I think about when I watch Marvel movies.
Maybe that's what's going to be addressed in Wakanda Forever. It's going to be like and
Everybody's
everyone
dead.
Is dead. They've moved to another planet.
There's so many tidal waves. Where did they all come from?
That's why Namor is in charge. He's like,
Where all the water go?
He's like,
Gotta go to the surface.
I think Wakanda Forever and Ant-Man, which just got a release date, Quantum Mania, which looks like the most CGI movie ever, but I'm here for it. February, I think.
It's got actual King the Conqueror now.
Yeah.
Instead of He Who Remains, which
Yeah.
was like a version of King the Conqueror.
Right.
In the comics, King has like this weird like purple face, I think, or blue. I can't see colors.
Colorblind.
Doesn't matter. But he has like these lines that are part of his
Colors
helmet
are dumb.
that like go down his eyes, right?
Yeah.
And so in the previews you see actual King, but instead of
got
it's
scars.
like it's like scars. So
Looks
that's
cool.
That's the callback.
Yeah,
that's
they
how
did
you
a
know
good job.
that shit's about to go down.
Yeah. Shit is about to go down.
Stupid
What's
Cassie Lang. Michelle Pfeiffer.
It's
is
not
so-
even the movie we're talking about. We're talking about Wakanda Forever.
I want to talk about Ant-Man. I want to talk about that trailer where Cassie's like, "Look what I did. You can like communicate with the quantum realm," and then Michelle Pfeiffer's like, "What the shit? You're talking to people in the quantum realm? Turn that shit off right now!" And then
That trailer did just drop,
Yeah.
like a few days ago. Yeah, this looks good. I've tried to miss a lot of the latest Wakanda Forever trailers because I feel like they're showing way too much.
first one gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, they did a good job of hiding stuff, and then I watched the second trailer and I was like, "Well, there went all of that mystery."
I didn't see the second one.
Okay, so Wakanda Forever comes out. Oh, we said God of War Ragnarok, November 9th, PS5 only, I think. Not PS4, I don't think.
I doubt it.
Wakanda Forever, November 11th.
Yes.
So same week. A lot of stuff coming out that week, actually. But there was another movie. I saw a trailer. I haven't seen any press for it. But
The trailers look awesome.
I saw that. Yeah, I sent you the trailer like from the movie theater when I was watching another movie. It's Voldemort.
Ray Fiennes.
Yeah, Voldemort with the nose.
He's also called the English Patient. Okay. That's
Yeah,
from the
okay.
'90s,
Well,
bro.
yeah,
Don't.
okay.
Yeah. Nobody.
He is.
Nobody's like Ray Fiennes, the English Patient. I love that movie.
Patient, yeah. No, he's Voldemort. He's got a movie coming out called The Menu.
Mhm.
It looks wacky. Like, it looks funny and dark and, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a head chef at a restaurant that looks like it's on, like, some remote island.
It's like the most exclusive restaurant, like
Yeah.
top rated restaurant ever.
And it's, like...
Him.
You're, like, there for, like, days, it seems like.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
And it's
and people start dying. I don't know.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. Who else?
Nicholas Hoult.
Yep.
Ray Fiennes.
Yep.
That's
Looks
all,
good.
That's all I need.
Looks really good. I'm going to go see it. And I hope it doesn't suck because apparently Amsterdam was bad. And that cast, I don't understand how that movie could be bad.
I bet Christian Bale was great.
Don't Worry, Darling. Yeah, it's like, Don't Worry, Darling. Everyone's like, Florence Pugh kills it. Everything else sucks. Amsterdam, it's like, Christian Bale is Christian Bale. Everything else sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, can we make a good... Like, are these just like the... Are we still getting movies that got screwed up by COVID, I bet, right? There's a bunch of shows, though. You got to tell me if you've seen any of these, because I've only got a couple that I'm excited about that I've seen, but I know that these are big. Netflix has The Crown Season 5. You into The Crown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That comes out November 9th.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next season of that. I
That's
know
gonna
that's
be-
big stuff.
That's going to be set in the 90s.
Okay.
So it's probably going to start with the divorce of Diana and Prince Charles, King Charles.
So is it like historical fiction, or is it
It
like
is
pretty heavily based in
It's
real life, though?
the closer they get to current times,
Gotcha.
the more fictionalized and dramatized the content gets.
Gotcha.
The earlier ones, it's all based off of like historical fact with some dramatization in it. But yeah, the closer we get to like actual living people and
Interesting.
and stuff like that, and they had to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this season because a lot of people, kind of were like, "Hey, can you like let people know that this is not like."
You think Diana's gonna die in this season?
Possibly, yeah, probably.
Probably, because timeline-wise, that's probably right.
1997, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's like shortly after her divorce, right?
Yeah,
that it happened.
A
few years, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. You mean I don't want to even get into conspiracy theories about that.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
She was killed.
Yeah. I actually been to the Memorial Fountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, went in 2019 when I was in London.
Cool.
Visiting DCS, I went to it.
Oh.
It's really it's like this infinity fountain. I call it a fountain. It's just like a very slow kind of lazy river in a shape of a circle on a hill, and so it sort of all flows downhill and then is like recycled back to the top.
And it constantly,
but like people are like they're like washing their feet and everything. It's free. It's in a park. It's just in a park. Yeah, in a public park. Like it would be like if it was in Piedmont Park here.
Is Candle in the Wind constantly playing through like?
No,
speakers?
It's silent, dude. It's crazy. It's super quiet.
Okay.
And it's like I said, like it's if it was like this section of Piedmont Park and like it's just all this chaos around you, and then like you go there and it's just super reverential and like it was very I don't know. It was an interesting place to be.
It was a pretty big moment.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it was big. Anyway, you watched Dead to Me at all?
No, that's the one with Christina Applegate.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and
she's like
Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I
think this is one that came out. Is going to come out before Christina Applegate's MS diagnosis.
Oh,
her and
I don't know that.
Her and Selma Blair.
Really?
Walking around on canes now, just killing it. Well, they seem to be. They seem to be owning it pretty well.
November 17th for anybody that's into Dead to Me. That's season 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be pretty big. And then Manifest. Did you watch that?
My wife did.
Okay, so the first Netflix season.
Because it got dropped and got picked up again?
Yeah, it got dropped by NBC after 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode, and it's just not one of those shows that I'm into. Like
it's just it's a time,
it feels like Lost.
Yeah,
it's
a time
like,
jump one.
Yeah, and like it's just one of those shows where like I feel like every season or even every episode's gonna ask 5 more questions and answer 1. And it's like you're never gonna get any resolution, and I don't.
Not for you.
Not for me. But I know a lot of people watch it. I think it was Netflix's biggest show in 2019 other than Squid Games or something like that.
Manifest?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Something like that. Crazy. They must not add a lot of big shows.
I guess.
Squid Games. What's that? Squid Game? One game?
No, 2. There's multiple games.
Squid Games.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. Let's do that.
Uh-huh.
A couple things that I hadn't, they haven't been on my radar yet, but I'm gonna watch them probably. Is Goodnight Oppy is a documentary about Opportunity, the Mars rover that was only supposed to be like 8 months or something, and ended up going for 15 years.
Yeah,
and so it's I think it's a documentary about that and like the whole sort of lifespan of this rover and like. People, apparently it's a tearjerker. Apparently it's, like people get really attached to it. I don't know.
This isn't the one that there's like that rumor that it sang like happy birthday to itself or something.
Maybe it's gonna be like WALL-E.
And then everyone like they're just personifying like this robot. It's like happy birthday by itself on Mars. That's the saddest, cutest thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's November 4th, so that's coming out this week, actually. And then next week, The English. It's an Emily Blunt Western series. She's like on some revenge kick or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The English.
Yeah. Apparently, like, Westerns are super big now because of Yellowstone, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Like, because Yellowstone's so popular, like, a bunch of Westerns have been coming out.
Okay.
I haven't caught on to that.
I'm not a big Western
craze
fan
at all.
Yeah,
Have you?
it's-
Nobody in here.
I remember our grandma used to watch AMC all the time, and like we see all these westerns on there, and everyone just looked hot as shit all the time,
just sweaty
and they're always wearing pants and
sweaty
long
and
sleeve
dirty.
jackets, and it's like
flannel and jeans
Yeah.
in 100-degree heat
I'm
with
like, why?
dust
Yeah.
sticking to your sweaty skin.
yeah,
No
just,
thanks.
just moistness everywhere, right? And why would I want to watch somebody go
Yeah.
through that?
Yeah. So
So
I'll
that's
watch
how
Emily Blunt do it.
yeah.
Paramount. I just know that this is a massive show, so I put it on here. I've not watched a minute of it, but Yellowstone season 5 starts in November 13th. So I've been told by a lot of people that I need to watch it. I just doesn't seem like the genre that I typically enjoy. So
Maybe we're missing out.
yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
And then on Hulu, that comes out November 13th, and I guess eventually I'll give it a shot, but yeah, I just haven't to this point. And then Hulu, since I've been watching so many Hulu shows, I've been seeing ads and runs for this Welcome to Chippendales. Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
It's, I'm going to butcher his name, but it's Camille Nanjiani,
Oh, okay.
the guy from, he's been in a bunch of stuff now, but I remember him most from Silicon Valley.
Yeah. He was in the Eternals.
Yeah, so this is like a show about set in the 80s about the real life kind of Indian businessman who founded Chippendales, the male strip club.
Okay.
And then like so it's this like rags to riches and then like downfall kind of story, like very Godfather, or not Godfather, but Scarface kind of esque is
Okay.
kind of the styling of it, and like 80s setting, strip club owner, and then like all this like sort of pressure after the brand gets very large, and like so there seems like there's a lot of conflict.
Drama?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That should
So-
be good.
yeah. That's starts November 22nd.
Yeah,
So.
Camille probably he usually does comedy stuff, but I mean he's
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like it looks very like the trailers kind of make it seem like that. Like it's like you're rooting for him, and then it gets like kind of dark and gritty when there's so much money on stake, and so people are backstabbing each other and all this. So, all right, well that's all I got
does that cover it?
for November. Yeah, I'm gonna play the crap out of God of War. Oh, and I will mention bonus. Grounded is a game that I totally missed, and that has taken up all of my time in terms of video game time lately. I'm obsessed with it. It is basically Minecraft meets Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So you're basically like you're a kid, you've been shrunk down to like the size even smaller than an ant basically, and it's a survival game, so you just kind of wake up in this backyard and you have to scavenge for supplies, make tools, and then you slowly sort of learn these recipes, and you make armor for yourself, make weapons, then you can go kill bigger bugs, make new, better armor and weapons, that sort of cycle. But it's a really great, I really like it because of how many different things you can sort of do in it, right? You can spend hours just collecting resources and building a base, or you can go exploring new places and looking for new stuff, or you can go try to fight bugs and get rare resources so that you can craft some special thing to really upgrade. And so it's like that the gameplay loop matches a lot of different moods, where I'm like, I need something new, I'm kind of bored, then I'll go wander off into some new area of the backyard that I haven't explored before and sort of, do some story missions, if you will. And then, like, if I just want something chill, I'll just sit there and chop grass down and build a house out of it. Really cool, and it's got great co-op as up to 4 players.
Boo! No, that's fine.
But, yeah, Grounded is awesome. It's also on Game Pass, so definitely worth a check out if anybody is into those types of games. So
So
that's
we should have Rob come into frame and just sit right here, and we'll say bye, all 3 of us together. Bye. All right, that's it.